Most junglers don't realize why they're falling behind. They lose buffs, get invaded, and suddenly the enemy jungler is 2 levels ahead. It feels random, but it's not. The real problem is that most people only learn part of how jungling works. There's a whole side of it that almost nobody talks about. First thing you need to understand is that minions matter for junglers too. A lot of players think, I'm jungle, I only farm jungle camps. That's only true early game. After around 5 minutes, lane minions give almost the same gold as jungle creeps. If you only farm your jungle, you're missing free gold without even noticing. What you do instead is rotate to the express lane after 5 minutes, clear the wave fast, and take that goal. While you're doing that, your fighter can move to mid and apply pressure. When you finish clearing and rotate, you arrive mid with numbers. That turns into a strong gank, and suddenly your team controls the map. You're not just farming anymore, you're forcing fights the enemy can't handle. Later on, if your fighter needs gold, they can buy a roam item so they still get express while you maximize team gold. That's not stealing, that's smart teamwork. Now let's talk about lane cutting, because most people do this for the wrong reason. Just because you can cut a lane doesn't mean you should. Lane cutting needs a purpose. The best time to do it is when the Lord is about to spawn. You tell your team to set vision and pressure around the Lord. Then you go to the opposite side lane and cut the wave. This forces enemy minions to stack and push into their turret. Now the enemy is stuck with a choice. If they ignore it, they lose the turret. If someone goes back to clear it, they're late to the Lord fight. That gives your team a numbers advantage, and numbers win fights. High-level players don't win because they fight better, they win because they fight smarter. Next is invading, but not the way most people think. Invading isn't about ego or trying to 1v1 the enemy jungler. Smart junglers invade to create a golden level gap. Even if you don't steal the main buff, taking small camps still matters. Every creep adds up. The key is map awareness. If the enemy jungler is ganking on one side of the map, you don't chase them. You trade by invading the opposite jungle and taking camps for free. In solo queue, focus on stealing value instead of fighting. In 5-man teams, tell your team to play safe and hold turrets while you invade. Do this consistently and you'll be 2 or 3 levels ahead. At that point, the game is already tilted in your favor. Most junglers fight players. The best junglers fight the map. Decision making is the hardest part of jungling. You're farming, your team is fighting, someone is losing lane, and an objective is spawning. You don't know what to prioritize. Should you farm? Should you help the marksman? Should you invade or join the fight? Jungle is stressful because you're doing everything at once. The fastest way to improve this is playing jungle in solo rank. No backup, no perfect calls from teammates. You're forced to think for yourself. You learn when to farm, when to fight, and when to ignore a losing lane. It's going to feel bad at first, but that struggle is what sharpens your instincts. Last thing, and this is important. Being a good jungler does not mean getting 10 or 20 kills every game. Social media makes it look like jungle is all about flashy plays, but that's a trap. Kills are a bonus, not your job. Your real job is securing objectives, creating pressure, and controlling the map. You can have 0 kills, many assists, secure lords, push turrets, and steal buffs, and still be carrying the game. This is a 5v5 game. Fighters dive and apply pressure. Supports provide vision and sustain. Junglers secure objectives. Nobody wins alone. You're not playing to look good in clips. You're playing to win. That mindset is what separates average junglers from winning ones. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks be to God.